Torrential Slide is a mid-position cryptographic money presently evaluated at $13.10 that has a place with the class of mineable coins with a market capitalization of $4,533,398,450. Over the genuinely past fundamentally couple of years, digital forms of money, including Torrential Slide, laid out a truly impressive traction in the worldwide monetary world and generally are currently being exchanged comparable to conventional resources like stocks, products, and unfamiliar monetary standards, forex, which essentially is genuinely critical. At this sort of specific intersection, the endeavors of all market members carried the cost of Torrential Slide to the level at $13.10, where it as of now sits, or so they especially thought. As currently referenced, Avax truly is a mid-position cryptographic money, since it by possesses the 20th spot in worldwide digital money rankings, the very metric that not entirely settled, by duplicating the for the most part current cost, by the market capitalization of the computerized resource, genuinely as opposed to prevalent thinking. On account of Torrential Slide, the market capitalization basically remains at $4,533,398,450. The significance of this boundary will really be especially made sense of later, which all things considered, is very huge. Our cost forecast calculation by and large is planned in especially such a manner that it ceaselessly screens both the value, the position, and the market capitalization of the computerized resource being referred to really furnish our endorsers with the most reliable data on the genuinely present status of the market and future possibilities, permits the beneficiaries to sufficiently certainly survey the condition of their portfolio and sort of conclude whether it sort of necessities to essentially be reconfigured. Lovely in spite of mainstream thinking, our calculation likewise really focuses on verifiable information, which essentially is somewhat fundamental for the really right assessment of both pretty current and expected market structure, and the evaluation of its sort of present and future bearing in a sort of large manner. Beneath you will find genuinely key selections of this verifiable information, so you also could in a real sense have a comprehension of where the Torrential Slide market sort of is going in a significant manner. Recently, on July 27, Avax most certainly was esteemed at $13.26 at the turn of the two exchanging meetings. Essentially recall that digital forms of money are exchanged day in and day out, so every exchanging meeting emblematically closes at 12 p.m. in an especially significant manner. The cost change, rate-wise, over the said period, essentially added up to 1.85%. 7 days prior, on July 21, Torrential Slide really was exchanged at $13.85 at the end of the exchanging meeting, denoting the 0% cost shift from that generally near its kind of present position, or so they fundamentally thought. On June 28, which basically was precisely a month prior, the examiners exchanged Avax at $13.21, the cost level that basically is at the distance of 0.82% from where it presently stands. The cost of Avax and the readings of CVIX certainly are not by any means the only measurements that we use while drawing the cost forecasts, which especially is very huge. Market capitalization is another significant especially metric that truly assists traders, with most certainly deciding the prominence of the digital money being referred to, as well as its future possibilities. Truly further appearance how the cost change, rate-wise, over the said period explicitly added up to 1.85%, especially in opposition to mainstream thinking. It's likewise used to fundamentally evaluate the offer that Torrential Slide by and large holds inside the whole digital money market. Essentially further appearance how 7 days prior, on July 21, Torrential Slide was exchanged at $13.85 at the end of the exchanging meeting, denoting the 0% cost shift from that for the most part near its fundamentally present situation in an unobtrusive manner. The recipe for the estimation of market capitalization truly is fairly basic. The circling supply of the cash being referred to generally is duplicated by its kind of current cost in an unobtrusive manner. As of the hour of compassing, the market capitalization of Avax explicitly remains at $4,533,398,450, enough to name it the 20th biggest coin on the cryptographic money market, kind of in spite of mainstream thinking. Recently, on July 27, the market capitalization of Torrential Slide basically remained at $4,588,507,436 in a very significant manner. 7 days prior, on July 21, the capitalization of Avax truly was $4,792,192,802, which basically is very huge. A month prior, on June 28, how much exceptionally capital streaming around this in every practical sense, specific market, generally added up to $4,560,948,116. Which by and large shows that beneath you will find kind of key passages of this verifiable information. So you also could basically have a comprehension of where the torrential slide market explicitly is going in an extremely significant manner. Most digital currency financial backers most certainly stick to the rule that market capitalization likewise decides the dangers related with a sort of specific cryptographic money and its capacity to, in every practical sense, endure disturbances which essentially are the fundamentally normal event on this profoundly unstable market. It's in every practical sense clear that the most certainly previously mentioned market capitalization of torrential slide permits to really order it as the mid-cap cryptographic money that has a place in the OK gathering amazingly. Since we explicitly have proactively referenced the recipe for computing the market capitalization, it would be somewhat proper to fundamentally dedicate a piece of this report to the inventory of Avax. So at this essentially specific intersection, the endeavors of all market members carried the cost of torrential slide to the level at $13.10, where it as of now fundamentally sits. For your data, there are three sorts of supply for basically every digital currency. The greatest stock, which by and large means the quantity of coins that would generally be created on a specific blockchain all through its presence. The really complete stock, which alludes to the quantity of coins previously delivered starting from the commencement of the undertaking. The circling supply, which clearly alludes to the quantity of coins available for use, in most certainly different words, that in a real sense, are effectively exchanged on trade stages. The most extreme stockpile of torrential slide especially is 720,000,000 Avax. The truly all-out supply of Avax at present truly remains at 432,692,724 coins, which is very critical. The coursing supply of the digital money under survey especially is 345,973,274 Avax, which really shows that a month prior, on June 28, how much truly capital streaming around this by and large specific market in every practical sense added up to $4,560,948,116. Which for the most part shows that beneath you will especially find truly key extracts of this verifiable information, so you also could have a comprehension of where the torrential slide market in a real sense is going, lovely in spite of prevalent thinking. This torrential slide cost expectation wouldn't really be especially finished without the outline of the exchanging volume available inquiry, since it's the most certainly metric utilized by practically all digital money merchants to basically affirm the strength of the pattern and the suitability of a market move further appearance. How for sort of your data? There essentially are three kinds of supply for essentially every cryptographic money. The genuinely greatest stockpile, which in every practical sense implies the quantity of coins that would truly be created on a kind of specific